my fasted cardio in, chat with you guys a little bit while we do that. So I have my 50-pound road weight vest on. We just did a back and bicep day. So, yeah, lots of live streams right now. These streams are actually been pretty helpful to me in a lot of ways. I wish I could do more settings though on the mobile one instead of the desktop. I can't do as much to adjust the settings here. Good morning, Jason. Hello, William. Hey, William, could you toss me a like, brother? As soon as you guys come in and comment, please give me a like. It will help this go into people's feed. So if people don't hit the like button, people don't get this into their feed. So people are like, I didn't see it pop up. That's why, because of the lack of engagement. So toss me a like, please, William. Okay, and that's for, there we go, good. So yeah, chat with you guys and gals, get this done. Only downside to these I'm running into with the mobile on this is because I'm trying not to block people. I've removed most of the ban list. I'm trying to just get them, put them on, how do I put this? I'm only cutting them out of the lives, but the problem is it's extra buttons to click to get them out of here, so it's kind of a pain in the butt when I'm walking. Because I'm trying to keep the lives clear of nonsense, right? Try to keep them clear of really crazy stalker stuff. But you know, you can only do so much. And I'm trying not to ban everybody from the channel, you know. But it seems like they don't seem to grasp that if they just went and posted under videos or comments, they probably their stuff would stay up. They're just, all right. But you know, crazy people going crazy. So, but yeah, reminder for everyone trying to chime in, please click the like when you get in. I have 3 coaching slots open. You guys see the stuff. Taking clients. I'm also doing lots of consultation calls. Had someone on one of the breakfast chats say, or sorry, the coffee chat. I don't do breakfast. That he's definitely going to jump in for one because he keeps asking me specific programming questions for him as a BJJ guy. And I'm like, dude, I can't write you a program in a live stream. So let's hop over to a consultation. I do them all the time. Have another one scheduled Friday. Someone just set up. What's gay about doing cardio? Hey Archie, how is doing cardio gay? There's not even other people involved. It's not even sexual in any manner. All right. What's good, Coach? Jeff, I'm just doing cardio, man. Getting my walking in the weight vest after training and chatting with you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. How many clients you have? You invested? Must be swamp. No, it's been slow. Everyone's slow. Like I've picked up clients, but I know coaches who have picked up no clients at all. So no, dude, in this economy, nobody's really hiring coaches that much. So I don't know why you would think that. You clearly are not looking at the economy. How many gyms are freaking out? Did you catch that this year, by the way, MI7? There are gyms who are like, we didn't get New Year signups this year. Like I've seen gyms saying, we're scared we're gonna have to shut down. Hey coach, I know fasted cardio is your thing. No, I think OMAD is dumb. Like I would have to go on a junk food diet to do OMAD. Like I would literally have to live on pizza and ice cream, and how's that helpful? Like how do you get 3,500 calories of whole foods in one meal? I don't even, like that's my minimum intake. So why would you do that to yourself? You need protein spread out. Like OMAD is really one of the weirdest things of taking something great like fasting and let's take it to the point of stupidity to where it's harmful. Like that's what OMAD is. It's when people take something, it's like the same guys who say, hey man, steroids are pretty good. They seem to work pretty well. So let's use 6 bottles a week. It's that level of stupid. All right. Isn't jogging better? No. Why would I want to beat my joints up? At 48, I want to be able to squat 500 plus still. So if I'm jogging and I beat my joints all to hell, how am I going to squat 500 pounds? Right? What do you mean thoughts on kettlebells? I need you to ask me a real question. William, how old are you? And how much do you squat? And how much do you weigh? And plus, I don't like running. Do you like kettlebells? I don't like or dislike kettlebells. They're just another tool in the toolbox. Hey, Arch. I'm gonna get rid of this guy too. Yeah, that's you don't come in and accuse people who are abuse survivors of abusing children. That says terrible things about you as a person. Like, I'm not even upset. I'm just gonna say to a person like that, you need to really rethink your own morals and ethics at that point. Okay? I don't have any advice to my younger self. I don't understand questions like that. I know people say things like that, and I'm like, when I think about it, I'm like, that's kind of a useless thought experiment. It's not helpful to me. Since I can't time travel and send messages to myself in the past, and even if I could and it changed the outcomes, would I create a paradox and destroy the entire universe? That's where my brain goes. What if I created a paradox trying to use technology to send a message back in time and change the timeline? That would be really messed up. We could have a big problem with a singularity destroying the planet. I don't think that's a good idea. William, you didn't say how old you are. All right. My name, Rog, but I prefer Jeff. 34. Okay. You're 34. Okay. I am 48. I can tell you right now, I do not want to jog. And I can tell you when you start closing in on 50, you're still squatting 500 pounds. You're probably not going to want to do a lot of jogging. Just saying. When you could just do other cardio. Jason, do you think LASIK surgery? I don't know. All right. Should I hit leg press after leg machines? Yes. Hello, sir. How you doing? I've never seen you run when you were younger. Well, because YouTube didn't exist. All right, here he is, the goat in the flesh. Coach, good afternoon to you. Thank you, Peppermint. I mean, you are aware YouTube didn't exist 27 years ago. It's kind of relatively new in the grand scheme of things. So how would you have seen me jog? Plus, we didn't have cameras. Like, we didn't have these beautiful, wonderful devices. Also, there's about 8 people commenting and only 3 likes. So if you guys could give Daddy some likes, I would appreciate it. All right? Toss Daddy some likes. Let's get those likes up so more people get in here. That's what puts it in people's feeds. There you go. That's another like. Come on, Daddy wants a few more likes. I'll say it all sexy to you. I'll press the button. All right? I've been doing YouTube for 13 years. Okay? All right? I quit running about 26 years ago. So do the math on it. We're off by about 13 years. Can hip shift cause low back pain? It shouldn't. Quit worrying about stuff like hip shift. If you have low back pain, build your hamstrings, build your back. Get your back stronger. Get your abs stronger. Quit worrying about hip shift. Honestly, Squat University should have never existed. Like, that guy's caused more harm. If you don't use it, you lose it. What do you mean, William? But why do I care? Like, I don't enjoy running, so why do I care if I don't have great running ability anymore? You see what I mean? It's not something I enjoy or a goal of mine. So, man, I'm behind you. Look, you're wearing shorts and holding the phone. Oh, you're not? The calves are very skinny. Can they still be built? Yes, you can lift weights. Running-wise is good for your blood pressure. You're an athlete. Hey, William, I'm not going to stand here and argue with you about running. Let me be clear. I'm going to be perfectly clear. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my boss. You're not my mommy. You don't pay my bills. So if you keep telling me what to do, my response is simply going to be, why don't you eat a bag of dicks? And I'll say that as politely as possible. Or, I mean, you're sort of dude who just rape a woman because you don't know what no means. And someone tells you no, you keep pushing. All right, Vegan Gains is getting divorced. Sorry, actually, I'm not even going to say sorry. I'm going to quit being nice to people that when I tell them no, they keep pushing. You're going to end up in prison with that mindset. When people tell you no and you refuse to accept that, you're going to be in prison one day, homie. Does Paul Carter over at Lift Run Bang drop decent knowledge? I like Paul for the most part. Can back squats be replaced? No. The hell, yo, William, that's what you get, fool. William, you cannot outlive. Honestly, I haven't checked William's channel to see if he lifts or not. I'm going to assume if he lifts, he actually has footage up because everybody has one of these in their pocket now. You know, why I don't want to grow hair. It's going to look silly because my hair is so thin with bald spots all over the place. It doesn't make sense too. I have psoriasis, so I shave what I still have off, and I happen to like it. Okay. Yeah, William, I'm going to be honest, dude. Any guy who talks about their lifts and say they don't ever record it, you know what I mean? Come on, man. That's just not believable. And I'm not saying it might not be true. It's just the odds of believability are pretty low. William. All right. Left for a minute. Back squats can't be replaced. No, boy, they can't be replaced. You need to do back squats. Also, a lot of you watching and commenting, we still need some more likes. So hit that like button for Daddy. Let's get them likes up. JJ Davis says, Jason, yes, that is in fact my name. It is Jason. I like your stream, coach. Appreciate it, Pepperman. I might need to call Vegan Gains out tonight. I dropped into his stream. I've never watched anyone else's live stream ever. And I saw his pop up. And I hopped in there and chatted for a minute. I was trying to be polite. But then he actually literally slandered me in the middle of the stream. You know, which I get. He likes to make funny stuff. But it was just straight slander. And he extrapolated on it. So I should probably address it. You doing good, bro? Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Get back to work. What farm? I don't have a farm. Or are you saying you have a farm, boy? Oh, James, he accused me of being on, he got into a political discussion, right? And he was talking about Trump and who people voted for. And he says that I shouldn't like Trump because Trump is going to be very bad for me because he's cutting social benefits and I rely on him heavily. And I'm like, I'm not on any benefits. So that's an absurd statement. And I get it that crazy stalkers on the internet say that, but it's not actually based on reality. So, you know, so that's the thing. I mean, if you're going to criticize someone, criticize something that's true. You know, I do plenty of stuff that people could legitimately criticize. I mean, and that would be their purview, but you don't need to just make up lies. All right. You know, like you don't have to make up lies about people to criticize them. You know, you can criticize the things they actually really do. I've never to look at your face. Okay. Well, you don't have to pay money to look at my face, bro. So what does that have to do with anything? I'm not charging money to look at my face. You can see my face for free right here, right? So what's your point? Damn, people talking crazy today. Always. Dude, they're always talking crazy. It's nothing new. We're used to that. We're used to that around here. Now we having a legit. I don't know. How do you prove that you're not on welfare? I mean, I don't have a welfare account to log into to show zero money. I mean, so you can't. But you can't just make it. I mean, it's like, that's like saying, I don't know, just random stuff. Like, you can't prove that. But you can't just make up crazy stuff about people based on nothing and then say, and then other people say to prove it wrong. Well, you can't prove that wrong. I mean, unless I start releasing my tax information or something, and you understand the problem with that? Do you guys see everyone else resisting releasing their tax documents? How many public figures say, oh, hell no, right? So essentially, the only way to disprove such an absurd claim like that is to release my tax information to the public. That's nobody should be releasing their tax info. You don't do that. So again, absurd. Yeah, he's right. At least I show my face. Now, Travansky, the question is, would you pay to see my 7-inch cock? Because plenty of people are. So, face of mama can only love. Do you file quarterly? No, I don't do quarterly. I'll be the one to admit. Hey, JJ, I'm not judging, homie. And that's the thing, plenty of people go through struggles. Like, I'm not going to hate on somebody going through some struggles in a bad economy right now. But I'm not on any benefits. But I'll be the first to say, if the government would give me just straight up benefits and say, oh, we don't care what your income is, we just want to give you money and stuff, I would take it. Like, I would have no problems. Like, I'm a businessman. I mean, I'll always take money. So it's not even like an insult in that regard. It's just that it's a lie. It's just not true. I mean, I wish they would throw a bunch of money at me. I wish that they would. I would 100% take it. But instead, they got me bent over a barrel with no lube. The IRS right now taking my money. All right. Did you hear what Paul Carter says about bulks? I tend to somewhat agree with Paul about bulks, actually. Yeah, James, I mean, they're hounding everybody right now, dude. IRS is a nightmare from this last administration. It's been rough. Dude, I wish I had somebody to give me food stamps. I'd take them. That'd be free food. Why wouldn't I? But I can't get them. I don't qualify. I mean, more power to you. Get everything back you can from this government that steals money from you. I'd say to people, get every tax dollar back you've ever paid if you can. All right? All right, I love how 2025 is a year coach starting to clap back at guys talking smack, right? Absolutely. Like, I really wish those things were true that these people are saying. I'm more upset that they're not true. I wish they would just throw me free money that wouldn't be taxed. Oh my God. I'm about to jerk off just thinking about it. But they won't do it. They won't give me anything. It'd be nice. Instead, they just keep taxing me. What I'm trying to do is work on a tax debt thing to where I can hold out and negotiate pennies on the dollar so that I can pay them less. Guys, I'm not going to talk about her. I agreed to not talk about her, but she was 5'9". She was pretty tall. And then she liked to wear heels, but I'm not going to talk about it. Let's just drop it. Without taxes, how would we pay for everything? What do you mean? The tariffs. We don't need any personal income tax. They can leave citizens alone. Get rid of it. They can use tariffs and trade agreements and other stuff. Like, we have a military. We have the most powerful military in the world. We can leverage that to make money. We don't need to be taxing citizens. Coach, these things that people say about you are so crazy. It's like, that's not interesting. No one is. Right? Yeah, I'm not interesting enough for them to say this crazy stuff. I mean, literally the most interesting thing about me these days that I do is the fact that I can squat 500 at my weight, the fact that I have an OnlyFans, the fact that I sell penis pictures and have a big dick. The fact that I lift weights and play guitar. But those are about the most interesting things about me. Honestly, you know, all this other stuff they make up, it's like I'm just not interesting enough to warrant that. I'm not going to talk, I'm not going to talk about the details of that. Yes, I work all sorts of stuff, but I'm not going to tell you the details. Like, does that make sense? I'm not going to tell you what my accountant says. I'm not going to talk to you guys about what I do with different companies trying to negotiate things like that, because it's nobody's business, right? And in fact, if I were to tell people stuff like that, they could interfere and mess with it. Like, so why would anyone put their personal info out like that? You're just strong and jack guy who coaches and does his hobbies as a social life. Normal people see. Yeah, like everyone around me who knows me, like I'm just that guy who lifts weights and does social media and, you know, whatever. Like, I'm just not that interesting. Other than unless you really like muscular older guys, then I'm pretty interesting. Hey boy, no, that's not what the research is showing. Paul is right. I agree with Paul. I agree with Menno Henselman. All these people on the data is not showing that even in advanced lifters, that doing that's a good idea, right? Green. Yep. How do you feel about Hair Cafe? I don't know what that is. What is Hair Cafe? Mr. Bond says, hey, what's up? What's up? Man, I got James Bond rolling up in my feed. I feel honored. William, there might be a setting on your end you need to change. See if it goes from top comments to live. So you might be able to see the settings yourself. So what about person who never lifted before? Hey boy, is that you? So you've been doing all this research and haven't started lifting yet? So, yeah, no, I mean, the only people who need to bulk are skinny people, right? Like if your goal is to be 180 pounds with abs and you weigh 160, you're eventually going to have to gain 20 pounds, right? That makes sense. But you don't need to bulk to 200 and cut down to 180. You could say, okay, I'm 160 and I want to be 180 with abs. Can I gain that over the next 5 years? So, you know, you could literally gain 4 pounds a year and not gain any fat and do that and just lean bulk up. Coach, I'm 178 and 5'10". I'm on slow bulk and my strength still goes. There you go. Well, I've never heard of Hair Cafe. I don't even know if you're trolling me or not, honestly. I quite frankly don't care. So, I don't know. Someone can link me, whoever this is, on my social media, my DMs. I need to buy some lifting shoes. All right. What? Don't do that, William. No, that's insecure, dude. That's as bad as Cubby running around talking about he didn't want to train his legs because it looks gross on short man. That's insecure, man. Just own your height if you're short. Like if you're insecure about it, you're gonna get less pussy. Straight up. Let's get rid of flesh again. All right. Yes, it's annoying. Most of my friends bulk and cut and make a lot of progress. They're just getting fat. They're not making more progress. They're just getting fat and then having to spend time cutting. Okay. So it was bicep day and my arms are kind of important, so I don't want to do a super long amount of cardio. We're already over 30 minutes deep. I'm going to start heading back to my house. There's a bunch of pollen or something on this screen, so I can barely see with the sunlight on it. See if we can blow it off. All right. Jason, do you feel your best numbers are behind you? Hope not. I mean, I don't know if I'll re-hit what I did in my 20s, so, I don't know. But I'd rather not think that way. I would rather think about making progress. So what's your basic? Probably eat at maintenance unless you're lean enough to bulk. If you got a 6-pack and you want to gain some weight, go ahead, slow. Eat at maintenance, eat a high protein diet. Avoid junk food. Just eat whole foods. That's it. That's my advice. Pyramid training, I'm not a fan of it. Me being 100% sincere, check it out if you have time. There's a community. Then why have I never heard of it before? Thoughts on using Chat BGP for lifting advice? I probably wouldn't. Right? Probably wouldn't. One of my neighbors. 365, 375 bench, triple 20. Well, boy, then, if you're very light for your height, then you could slow bulk up and recomp. But I don't want to fight anybody. I have no desire to fight anybody. Not something I'm remotely interested in. All right, there's the lawnmower going up here, so trying to get back to my house, it's going to be... No, dude, it's somebody I know. Why am I going to fight him just because he honks? MS7, I've already said I'm not going to discuss them anymore since we didn't video our stuff back then. We didn't have smartphones. I'm just going to not answer those because then people call me a liar. So I just don't know if I'll reach those numbers again. So I can leave it at that. Because, again, people accuse me of lying when I mention lifts from my 20s. So since I can't prove it, I'll just leave it alone. Dude, you look young. Thank you. I am 48, though. NH's wife. How do we know that? I don't think he was married. Right? Hey, Q, who's dumb? What are we talking about? Some guy with a mustache. You look like my dad, Jason. Cool, man. That's what I've been saying, man. That's what I've been joking. Saying, press that like button for daddy. No, I'm 48. I believe your lifts. You gave your life to the sport. You're 64. Yeah, 34. All right. How bad is refined sugars for skin? Refined sugar is bad for everything. Skin health would be the least of my worries. Right? Your skin would be the least of my worries. How about worry about your liver? How about your body fat? How about cancer? How about diabetes? Those should be your concerns, not your skin. Jesus. Yeah. Significant amounts of refined sugar literally create insulin resistance and they create liver fat. You get non-alcoholic fatty liver from too much sugar intake. How about I work on what I want to work on? How about I work on my arms more? All right. Yes, it literally, Yorkie, refined fructose, literally, and I don't mean, I'm using the real word, literally, creates fatty liver through the exact same biological pathway that alcohol does. It's identical. I don't read poetry, no. You should work on your glutes. I do work on my glutes. No, I wouldn't be drinking box juices. Your shoulders are weak. Dude watches me do a pause incline with 225 for 10 at a high incline, and it says my shoulders are weak. Are we serious, dude? Work on your joints. Sugar can at least decrease There's a lot of better ways to decrease cortisol than consuming a bunch of refined sugars. And fructose doesn't reduce cortisol, only the glucose part. Why don't you eat some glucose-based carbs? All right. So, all right. I don't know, I have pretty big glutes already, but I will keep training them. All right, guys, I'm gonna wind this down. Pretty much home, hit all my cardio goals for the day. So I'm gonna get that training vlog up. I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.